Okay, so I am making this video for those of you out there who are trying to master the art of loose covers. Now, if you're just training on loose covers, I'm fairly sure that the biggest trouble you'll have will be on your wings or on the scroll. Now, when we make our loose covers, we notch within an inch of our lives because that is the only way that you can be sure that one piece will line up with the next one. Now, I'm training currently two girls to do loose covers. They are both fantastic machinists. They are seamstresses. They've got an eye for detail. But the one thing that we are struggling with, and I'm going to show you how minuscule being out can cause such a big problem. So this is a scroll on a fireside chair, and I have unpicked it because I have quality checked it, and the scroll looks somehow off when it's sat on the chair. Now the reason for that is, and I don't know how well you can see on this camera, but we have notches here, and they are basically right from the beginning. You've got a big notch there, and then its corresponding notch is already out. Now you may look at that and go, oh, it's only a tiny bit, and that's fine. My mantra is always, the minute you're out, stop, unpick, start again, because as you follow it up through here, you come to the next set of notches, and this is the one that's under the outside arm. So as you come up the outside arm, and then you come to the bulbous part of the scroll. Now this is now, as you can see, a bit more out. So not only are we now pushing up the main fabric around the scroll as we come up and around, by the time we get around to here, we are now going to be so that this is out. So even though that's only a tiny amount, by the time you add that differential and this differential together, your fabric is then skewed, and it is as simple as that. So if you're having trouble with your scrolls, the most important thing you can do is make sure that your notches match. Now if you find that you're coming up here and everything's fine, but you lose it around here, the best way to conquer that is to literally do a straight row of stitching along there and just gather it in a tiny bit and pin it into place until you've got it pulled in the right amount. And then I promise you, when you come to stitch around, now as you can see, we stitch and match all at the same time. We don't do two different rows of stitching because we find that wrecks the fabric. So really, I'm just really sharing how we get our scrolls to fit in and our front fascias to be non-twisted. I think back 20 years, and I think it was the hardest skill that I learnt, but it can make the difference between having lovely loose covers and stunning loose covers. It's all the difference between it looking upholstered and looking shabby. I hope you found some use in this little tutorial. I haven't planned to do this, so it's totally off the cuff, but I'm hoping that you all can make use of this instruction.